family scenes. Big birds were singing in the tall willow trees. Mighty fine. 3 words written on a paper bag. I miss you was written in a message in black. Thrown in a van, it's 1,000 miles back. A better time. And how many souls and times that I've told, places that I'd wanna be, and how many days when I could have stayed instead of just getting up to leave. And given we make time, I'll meet you down the line. A long coat walking on a New York street, a pack of crushed cigarettes that fell to her feet. Well, ain't it odd how some people meet, but that's the truth. And 2 pictures buried in a guitar case, underneath the music sheets all over the place. I caught a glimpse of the sweetest girl's face I ever knew. And how many souls and times that I've told, of places that had like to be, and how many days when I could have stayed instead of just getting up to leave. And given we make time, I'll meet you down the line. And all the days from now to then, if they never seem to come or to go, find me in your memories that keep you from getting so low. And given we make time, I'll meet you down the line. Down the line, we'll meet up down the line. Down the line.
I saw you singing in a photograph, but I never learned your name. Then it wasn't long I fell in love and hoped you'd feel the same. So you told me, come on over and we'll sing a sweet refrain. And the world was turning slower, I can't explain. And I always will do right by you. Not a single thing I would.
Good evening. Hi, welcome. I'm back again. Did you miss me? Oh, apparently captions missed everything. Hi, captions. Hi. Hello? Hello, captions. Welcome to the party. Very nice of you to join us. Chat. How in the heck are y'all? I had a delicious dinner, and now I'm back. Motherfucker. That Kenzo fucker. Who is he? Hi, baby. Hi. Bruh, because it's Friday night, and you're old, and you've got nowhere to go. And I'm your best friend, so may as well hang out with me. I'm never gonna let you down. See how many people are playing the game right now. Oh damn, there's only 19 people on. Everyone went to bed early tonight. Well, it's a chance to make my money back, I guess. Oh, there must have been a... Oh, it's just after restart, that's why. Beautiful, perfect timing. Gonna be playing Cowboy Times. Here we go. Cowboy up, sunshine. Get ready for the dawn. How you like my American accent? I've been working on it. You think it's gonna work out? You think we can play cowboy like this?
Morning.
Howdy. You look ready to ride out somewhere, Ruben. Where you headed?
Somewhere I think we're tend to get that later shotgun and a repeater.
Rhodes or Blackwater, then?
I'm not sure. I think roads.
Well,
Up to come along if you want.
sure. I was gonna go hunting, but why
I
not?
think that's where we're heading first, actually. Done hunting and then heading out to roads.
You going hunting?
I think that's where she's heading. So I mean.
Any
might as well
idea
do it
where you're hunting or what you're hunting?
I'm not sure. I guess Emerald, somewhere near Emerald Ranch way.
Not much big game over there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's whatever.
I gotta make a quick couple of $100 to finish paying for this damn horse that Miss Larkston.
Have you bought it?
Well, she's getting it ready for me. She's training it.
okay.
I've agreed to it, so now I gotta make the money to
How much?
finish.
How much?
$650.
Ooh.
I got almost all of it. I only need like another $100. So
Well, you know what? I've recently bought a horse for that much, so I can't really.
how much for this feller? Feller?
This one was
Miss? Ma'am,
seven. This one was 700.
700. Well, come on, man.
And,
That's expensive.
yeah, I
Oh.
know, but I've also just bought another one that was 650 as well.
What in the
picking
hell
up
do you
tomorrow.
need that many horses worth that much money for?
I don't know.
It's an addiction, isn't it? You just like you want to collect them all.
I mean, it's my second one. I'll probably stick with two. You know,
What's
But-
the new one?
it's a Dutch warm blood.
What are they good at?
I guess they're really fast. Off the trail. Have a lot of speed. to them.
All right. Well, I'm
You
thinking.
can take a look at picking it up tomorrow. So.
All right. Well,
Come
I'm
see it.
thinking I might take out the wagon and either go just up in the hills up there. I seen elk and I seen ram, which is big game, or over the river and up into the hills to Cat's Tail Pond. Weren't sure which.
Have to watch out for the snakes though.
God damn it. One stupid little snake hiding in a bush, right? Like, literally, I'm here, my ram is over where that fella's sweeping the porch, and like, just by the bottom of the steps there's a bush. So I walk over to go skin the ram, and the little fucker was just hiding in the bush.
I'd rather not bore you with it.
Did you step right on him? Or
I
just
must
next
have
to-
fucking kicked him in the head or something.
Oh god.
He bit me right in the knee.
Oh no.
Didn't even hit my boot where he might not have done so much damage.
I mean, I guess you're able to make it back to time, alright?
Oh, I ain't puked that much in a long time.
Oh, is it a lot of puking?
Oh, so much puking. So much puking, Ruben. Puking and passing out too. I was trying to walk back to my wagon in the forest and I just plain old just fell right on my face. Almost drowned, almost fell in the river and couldn't get up.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's good. It could have gone a lot worse, Could have gone a lot
Right?
worse.
Right? That's what I
Yeah.
think. But it weren't great. Like it weren't great, but it could have been worse.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound great, but
Weren't ideal, that's for sure. But yeah, I think. Oh, actually, shit. I've only got. Oh, god damn it. I got 7 rounds of rifle ammunition left. Alright, I'll ride with you to Rhodes for sure. They don't sell rifle ammunition here.
they actually have boxes out at Emerald Ranch. I think they were $3.50 a box.
Ooh, that ain't bad. Well, I'll ride at least to there with you then. Let me get the horse instead of the wagon.
Okay. think she's hot or something. So I might be waiting.
She's what, sorry?
Getting a new hat, I think, in the
Oh
general
my
store.
lord. Well, alright then. On the way to Rhodes, I might have to see if I can find anything to shoot and sell at the butcher in Rhodes so I can buy the rifle ammunition. I keep putting all my dollars in the bank.
How much have you got left to, to have enough to pay Winona?
Ooh, about 100. About 100 square. And,
Almost there then.
almost there, yeah. Like, I was making at least... Well, if I fill my wagon with big game, that's like 200 bucks. So... Don't take too much. How'd you go at poker? You win anything?
Well, no, because the sheriff lost all his money to the Rose, and then so they were her and Mr. Moon was up, and then the dead people come in. They got exploded by a wagon.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. You figure out what in the hell that was?
Yeah, do you know what it was? I guess people carelessly transporting dynamite.
Well, that sounds like a dumb idea, don't it?
Yeah, so pretty much, you know the hill down by Citadel Rock behind the telegram station?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that
Well,
reminds me,
Bonnie
I
and-
should check telegrams.
Yeah, Bonnie and her friend was on the other side of the hill. That these fellas riding their wagon really fast, full of dynamite, come up and over the hill. Didn't see them, bumped right into.
Oh
them,
my
and-
lord.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
So,
That
I mean,
ain't...
You know.
And it just blew up, or...
Well, the horses, tripped over and then.
Good morning,
Yeah,
mister.
I guess it blew up.
Howdy, friend. How you doing? It was polite of you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the smartest thing, to be riding that fast
Good
with
lord, no. If you
a
got
wagon full of dynamite.
explosives like dynamite, you take it easy, you know? You give yourself a minute to get where you're going.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know where they would be transporting dynamite
Right?
to as well.
That don't make no sense.
I mean,
Well,
I guess would be a
I
mine.
guess they learnt their
I
lesson,
don't know.
maybe?
I mean, they're alive, so hopefully they learn their
Mhm.
lesson. To, not transport dynamite
Right?
in that way again.
I hope. Anyway, look at they weren't in the middle of town or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Could have been even worse.
Oh yeah, definitely. A couple of buildings would have probably got damaged. Horses, if there was horses.
I hate
Even
to
more
imagine.
people being injured.
Right? Maybe I shoot them pronghorn back there and then I'll have enough money for ammunition.
Where to?
Just under the trees over there. What do you reckon? I'll ride out of it so I don't upset anybody.
Yeah, it's probably best if you do that. Just maybe get something.
Oh, you're fucked, buddy. I hate that.
Which rifle is that you have?
It's a Carcano.
How much did that cost you?
$70.
Oh.
Ain't cheap, but by God, it's worth it. It's made its money back easy. Whoa, that's nasty.
Not a fan of using the bow at all.
I hear it's good for hunting those things, but just the amount of effort required is kind of ridiculous half the time.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I know
I mean,
arrows are cheaper to
personally-
make than they are to.
Yeah, I mean, personally myself, I think I would use a rifle over a bow. You know, it's more power. You know, you get a
Well,
one shot.
also, I just feel like the chances of hitting a goddamn poor thing in the ass with an arrow and it taking off and not dying on you versus putting a bullet in it and making sure it's dead. Well, I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's worth doing.
I mean, the scope helps a lot as well. You know, you can actually, yeah, has a lot of range on it.
There we go. 8 venison. That should be enough to have a few dollars at least. Come here. Marshall?
If the dirt weren't bad enough, darn livestock shitting up the place too.
The world ain't gonna change now, is it?
You have enough?
Yep, $7.20.
Oh, that's not bad. Then you can get 2 boxes.
And 72 cents worth of animal fat.
How much animal fat did you have?
Like 8 pieces, 8 chunks. What's the marshal up to?
I guess just checking records.
Yeah, I just kind of got to that feeling like the like third understanding of field dressing.
Near got sick.
So I get quite a bit off most things I shoot now. Which feels nice, means like I feel like I ain't wasting it.
Yeah.
But every damn morning I wake up with like 100 pounds of fat in my pocket because I tried to just drop it in the river and it just all washes back at me.
Yeah, I have that with some stuff.
Miss Parker?
Howdy, how's it going?
Not too bad. Marshall, how you doing?
Good, Tyrell. How are you?
Not too bad, sir. Not too bad. What you up to today?
Just riding around. Done a patrol out in New Austin.
Anything happening?
No, not that I know of. Unless you know anything.
Not yet. Not yet. But if you need any help, I'm always keen to tag along. I gotta get as much experience as I can before Sunday.
What's Sunday?
The, Marshall Anson's interviewing for a new marshal in this area.
Oh, I see. Well, good luck.
Well, I got some stiff competition, so, you know, any chance I get to learn some more is always a good day.
Fair enough.
We had
What's the
some
competition?
Oh, there's about half a dozen others keen on the job. There were a few more, but Finn and Hanlon got hired already.
Sorry about that, Ruben.
In other areas, so that
I'm
takes
sorry,
a
he
little
was
weight
away.
off. We had some excitement earlier around here with a wagon full of explosives that crashed, so
Oh.
Reuben had fun with that, but other than that, it seemed alright today.
Well, there's no record here, so.
Roads then.
Yep.
Alright.
You looking for anything more
Take care,
specific?
then. Mr. Rudy Romero. Know anything about him?
Oh, I've heard that name because actually, well, I guess from Miss Parker's colleague Elias, he was trying to chase him all over the towns. We rode
Yeah, I believe
a
it.
few days ago. We rode all over this area. I think. Where did we hit? We was Strawberry, Blackwater, and everywhere east of there, basically. Didn't have any luck though.
Yeah, right now I'm just looking for records of him being arrested anywhere.
That makes sense. I don't know. He seems a slippery kind that don't get arrested too often.
That's what I'm saying. It's quicker to shoot and get away than anything else.
There he is. Shall we?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Stay safe.
You all take care.
You
as well.
too.
Heading out.
Changed my clothes and my, the tailor really wanted me to stay there.
Oh, really?
Hi.
Was that local yelling at you for having a firearm on the Reuben?
I didn't hear him, but probably, yeah.
Didn't you see the badge?
Yeah, I know, but
I had mine out, so
Oh,
some
maybe
people
maybe it was you. I just looked over and saw Reuben had his revolver out and thought maybe it was him.
you know, when some people are drunk, you know, I have a hard time seeing things.
also, I mean, the only reason I had mine out was because I saw Ruben loading his and I realized mine wasn't loaded either.
You know, though, actually, I was shot at, you know, and I wasn't even the one that, you know, the aggressor by a local one time.
It doesn't surprise me in the least.
Yeah, I was in Squeaky's, and
In
The
Squeakies?
yeah, it was the co-owner who works with Oliver. It's
To the left here.
Oh,
Video.
no. I better quickly check telegrams. You heading to Emerald or?
Yeah.
All right, I'll catch up.
Howdy, partner. Hello. You will then?
I have to stop trying to leave my horse in front of the posters. I get distracted so easily.
Acknowledge.
Nothing new and exciting.
So, how did it go down in Thieves Landing earlier today?
Well, I rode in there. I went to the saloon because that's where some fella reckoned that if anyone was in Thieves Landing, that's where they'd be. And she weren't there, so I just bought up some of their cigarettes and was on my way out and stopped to chat to some little lady named Bug and some old timer. I think it was that old timer that we saw in Valentine a while ago asking a bunch of questions about one of the other Lobos or something. Were you there? I think you were there.
That might be the guy that robbed me, I think.
Oh yeah? Well shit, he's in Thieves Landing.
I did get a name. He
Limey
told me his
or
name was. He told me his
Lenny
name was Willie White.
Willie? That might be it.
However, I haven't had a chance to go down to. I mean, speak with any of the Blackwater Law, but that's why I was heading down there because.
Well, you know that was Miss Parker back at the telegram station.
It was, but I did when I headed down there. She was busy, so.
From Blackwater, like just now.
But there was a guy that was Hanlon told me was arrested. A man named William White. So I was just bent down to get a description, you know, see if it matches up to the guy that robbed me.
Old timer, dungarees, red t-shirt or something underneath.
This guy didn't have any shirt on. It was just.
Well, wouldn't be surprised if that were a common occurrence with this kind of feller, but then
He's kind of tall and skinny.
I was on my horse, so I can't really judge how tall the man were, but
yeah,
then
I mean, lot taller than me.
Yeah, we was talking, and then I looked behind me, and I realized the fucking Lang gang had just ridden in. Recognized Baker Lang and was like, well, thanks for your time. I'ma leave now. I ain't met Baker Lang face to face, and unless I got a few guns with me, I don't really want to, you know? Whoa! Easy there, friend.
Is it Silvestro?
So, Sylvie something Vincenzo or something, right?
Hey there, I'm so sorry about that. I was kind of like in my head, you know,
you're fine.
dreaming about something. I didn't
It's
mean to
alright,
be
Mr.
disrespectful.
Mr. Chanzo, how you doing? How was your hunting?
Oh well, it was very interesting. I really sucked at it, but it's okay because I'm learning, you know.
Yep. You get yourself a rifle yet? Or are you still trying to shoot stuff with your repeater?
No, I've got the rifle, but it's back in Saint Denis. I have a bolt action.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
Yeah, that was the one I could afford. It's not as good as the Carcano, the Pride of Italy, but you know, it does its job, you know, still. And but my main income is actually in the mining business. Oh, Maron, you think that's hunting or? Oh yes. That's
yeah,
hunting.
I think she's hunting.
Yeah, she is.
Oh,
but
in the mines.
Yes, that is why I was there actually initially, was to visit the mines and do a little bit of, you know, cling cling. So that is where
there a mine up that road where that broken down wagon was?
Yeah, that's why there was a broken down wagon, because people go up there for deliveries and for mining and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, that is why I was there initially.
I see.
It is a very good business. If you want, I can get you the inside scoop, you know, the ins and outs.
Good Lord, no. I mean, there are things a man should do, and digging a hole in the ground and hiding himself in it ain't one of them, you know? I'd rather, like, just nice open sky and be able to see more than 2 feet in front of me without feeling like I was trapped underground.
Oh, tell me about it. Just look at the town of Annisburg, you know, all the water there and all, you know, it's not for no reason, you know.
It ain't good for you. It ain't good for anybody.
But you see, I am an old man, and I have lived many lives, so it is one that I find myself pushing through to live on regardless, you know, because I take great pride in the work that others take risk in doing themselves, and I do not want to be that businessman that sits in his loft and just, you know, soaks in all of the profits of these workers, you know. I want to find myself with them as well, and so that's why I kind of take the trips to the mine every now and again, you know. Make sure I don't lose perspective.
You do the mining, Mr. Chenzo?
See, yes, that's why I was there.
All right then, that's a good boss, I guess.
Yes, yes. I find that when you dig the trenches with the fellow soldier, they will dig twice as fast.
That's true. They don't.
Under sheriff, this is a word to the wise in leadership. You know, you should always be the one to do as you say, and that way it will lead to many great profit in that way.
There you go, Reuben. Wise words.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
Wise words indeed.
I must take my leave though towards this mine once again to the beautiful mountains of Mount Hagen.
Yeah.
But it was a pleasure to see you, Tyrell, and Under Sheriff, and I wish you the best of luck.
Ride safe, Mr.
Yep.
Chenzo.
You too. Take care.
Good hunting.
I got a little bit. I didn't see you come over the hill. I was wondering what was going on.
Well, Mr. Chenzo there rode by and didn't say anything, but then he rode back and caught up and confessed he wasn't really paying attention, so figured it would polite to stop and have a chat.
Hey Tyrell, you don't happen to know the owner that owns the cow farm just over the way to right after you?
Oh, the wheat farm here?
Not the wheat farm, the cow one. Just the one where Clue works out of.
Oh, well, I heard
No.
tell. I heard tell that a feller named Richie owns it. That's what Moon said. A friend of his called Richie living there, but
Do you happen to know him? I need to speak with him. Apparently he was involved, not involved as a suspect, but more of a victim of a robbery that happened in Valentine earlier today.
I mean, I know his face if I see him, but I don't know his telegram.
Oh.
I ain't sure if he like lives there, you know, like he owns the place, or if he
No, I
just
think
kind of
he's-
put up some signs and
Yeah, I think
squatting,
that's
I
what it
guess you'd
is.
call it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what it is, just squatting over there.
But yeah, he usually wears kind of a brown fur outfit, like full on hat, pants, shirt, jacket, all like brown fur.
I mean, I've probably seen him, you know, come through if he
Yeah,
comes through Valentine.
I mean, if-
often.
If we run into him, I'll point him out to you for sure, but nice shot. Was cracking. Happy 13th, swaggy.
What do you work for? You do security at the farm?
Yeah, for Mr. Hensley. And he kind of loans me out to Emerald now and then if they need a extra rifle helping out. So what's in Rhodes? Did you say you're getting a shotgun or something?
Yeah, Adelaide was looking to buy a shotgun or a repeater.
Oh, something to shoot people with, huh?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Instead of the, you know, the rifle she has.
Yeah, that would put a good sized hole through a man, but can't much question him after that. I've seen Marshall Hans use one of them before, but other than that, yeah, I don't think it's common.
Rifles?
The Kakano.
I think it's, you know, the marshals, you know, how, if they're trained, you know, they can use it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But like,
Yeah.
even then, you only ever see one of them using it at a time.
Yeah.
So it makes sense if she's going for Marshall. Have a good gun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure. I mean, what would be the best? I guess full repeater.
I would. I mean, I guess it depends how good of a shot she is. If she ain't too confident, get a shotgun. That'll just put a hole in whatever and piss off everything else nearby it. But
yeah, I mean,
if she's decent with her accuracy and good at working the lever, I like my Lancaster. I hear the Evans is good because it's got a good rate of fire and makes it easier to stay on target.
I believe it has a little bit less range though than the Lancaster or the other one.
Well, that's what Anson uses though. If that's what, that's what she's into.
I mean, everyone has a preference, you know.
Right? Yeah,
I've been lucky enough to, the one that I have, to not buy it, it was a confiscated, so...
Oh really? You picked yours up off the lost and found pile, huh?
No, it was confiscated off a criminal that tried holding up the sheriff with his badge.
Oh my lord. Do you ever get your badge back or do you have to get a new one?
I had to get a new one.
Oh
shit. There's a spare one in the desk drawer. So.
But that means some fellas running around with your badge?
Yeah.
Pretending to be Sheriff of Valentine. Does it say Valentine on your badge or does it just say Undersheriff?
It doesn't say that time, it just says Undersheriff.
Right. Where in the heck did she go?
I don't know. Maybe we're this way, I guess.
She'll find us eventually, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, do you think they would go around wearing that badge? There's a lot of risk involved,
Well, weren't Ralph, were it?
He did?
Was it Ralph? Wasn't Ralph that robbed you, were it?
Oh, no.
Because I know he knows a feller, he'll sell it, he'll sell the badge. And then that feller will sell it to someone that'll use it for a holdup or something. Like, they won't walk around wearing it necessarily, but opportunity arises, see some folk on the road, want them to hold up, pull out the badge and flash it around, convince them you're a good person, and then take them everything they own. Seems to be the operating procedure.
Yeah. Or I mean, in the case that happened with me, is it's pretend that you are a lawman, and pretend that you're taking someone in and then rob them at a time.
That'll do it.
I mean, I had a report come in about that.
That's what I heard. I tell you, I almost got held up by a couple of fake marshals. Outside of Strawberry.
I don't think you did, no.
Oh yeah, they was pretending to be from the Office of Taxation or something. But I kept them talking long enough that I could give a really good description to Marshal Hines in Strawberry. And then, lo and behold, while I was talking to Hans, and he was having a bit of a fit, because he's like, I think I know who those idiots were. They rode into fucking town right in front of us. So nothing like a brief chase later, and then he caught up to him pretty quick, and they came peaceful.
That's good then. We should probably head back. She might be lost looking for us.
Oh yeah, alright.
Yeah, it's been a few minutes since we last seen it, so.
Which way do you think she might have gone?
I would say to our right is when it's kind of the general area, I would say.
We were headed for Rhodes, kinda.
Yeah.
weren't really paying attention to which trail we was following, but I knew we were kind of going in the Rose-ish direction.
Yeah, we're taking a long trail. She might have gone, you know, behind the stable. Behind the stable, maybe she might have gone.
Oh, that way. She's probably thinking we're the ones that are lost. She ain't wrong.
Yeah, I think so. She might have thought that, you know, we rode onto roads, so she might have just gone straight there. If we head over this hill though, we can take a little shortcut.
True that.
So anyway, were those fake marshals arrested for anything?
Oh yeah. I don't think Hans arrested them, but what's his name? The Scottish fellow, the undersheriff in
Drummond?
Drummond, yeah, he arrested one of them on something.
I mean, I'm sure they were told not to do it again, so.
Oh, for sure. I don't know if they're the kind of folk that listen though, but they were for sure told not to do it again.
You think they'll do it again?
I mean, ain't that the way with most criminals? How long Ralph been out of jail and he's already trying to rob people?
Yeah, I mean, he was arrested in Valentine and then, I think, a few days after picked up for his warrant.
Howdy.
Howdy, friend. She already ride through, you think?
I guess heading here to sell her meat and buy a gun.
Well, howdy. I gotta buy ammunition, so might as well post up at the gun shop, I guess.
Yeah, I'll go send her a telegram.
Sorry, friend.
I said that gun store over there should have plenty of ammo right there. That blue one.
Yeah, alright. Usually does. Usually does. How you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Ah, Toby, I didn't even see you for the porch. I heard your voice, though. You on duty today?
For a little bit longer. I'm gonna go hunting.
Alright. Any trouble?
Not that I was sleeping, so I heard while I was resting there was an issue. So.
Any details?
I think Peyton and Ben got into it with some fellers.
Oh,
So,
shit. They alright?
oh yeah,
Alright.
still, it was ain't no need in it in town, you know.
Hmm. Any interest in bounties today?
Oh no, there might be something interesting up there. Yeah.
Hmm. Just Baker Lang as usual.
Yeah.
Who's this young wheel fella? There's a note on the ground over there.
I don't know. I was wondering that myself.
Alright then. Well, I'm gonna get some rifle ammo. I've been doing so much hunting I damn ran out of ammunition.
Yeah, I use a lot of arrows, but
I'm a
I know the
Carcano
feeling.
fella myself. Like that,
Yeah,
like that rifle fire.
I do too.
Hmm. All right,
Sometimes
my
I like to be
friend. Good to
quiet.
see you, by the way.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
glad you found somewhere to rest and do your thing down here in Rhodes.
Yeah, yeah, it seems to be a good spot. And,
Sure is, except for the godfucking damn dust, Toby. The dust.
yeah. Oh, well, I got a bandana I can put up when it gets too bad.
Yeah, but then I look like a goddamn criminal, don't I? I don't have a badge to confuse people.
See?
Oh my
Hey.
lord.
Oh, see ya.
I see it. I see it.
See you later.
$35.
That's not bad.
Nah, not bad at all.
Confiscated off a criminal.
Can't help but feel suspicious when I see fellas riding the rail and avoiding going through town.
You think so?
No.
You know, a lot of the robberies happen out on the rails. You know, people like to hide in bushes and stuff and catch you off guard.
Right? Yo, free smoke. Ketchup chips. That is an interesting idea. Never heard of them. How you doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow.
I don't know. Maybe they're in a rush, you know, to get to another time.
Could be. Could be. I just hear that's how a whole bunch of folk manage to navigate around the law, you know?
Oh yeah, hand out. You know, I've seen people. They've come into town. They've looked for their binoculars up at the sheriff's office, and then they've rode through the
Skedaddled.
auction yard and come out by the stables over that outside of town. You know, that's very suspicious. You know,
Absolutely.
it's like they're avoiding, you know, coming through the main street. Kind of.
Right? Moon was telling me that one time he brought Ralph in. Fucker pretended to put his horse in the stable and rode clean out the back of it.
Oh yeah, I mean, following him.
Woo, that
and
is a
then-
nice shotgun, man.
Hey, thank you. About as big as I am.
Yeah, I think so. Watch it don't put you through the wall or something.
I think he'll be fine.
Have to go test it out.
I think so. I think I got everything I needed.
Okay.
Actually, there's one more thing. If I could step.
Howdy, friend.
Hola.
See you, Toby.
Alright, right there.
Gotta say though, it does look quite good.
I think it sits higher on the horse than you do.
I just by a bit.
Not as long as a rifle, so.
That's true.
Oh.
Alright, so what are we gonna go test it out on?
There you go. That's that something.
You look like you're ready for a militia, because I'm seeing 1 rifle on your saddle and 2 on your back.
You breaking an ordinance right now?
I
Are we
don't know if they
far
have
enough
one
out
here.
of town that it don't matter?
I'll be honest, yeah.
Well, I had just enough for 2 boxes of rifle ammunition, and that should be enough.
How much was it in there?
$4 a box.
Oh, so a little bit more.
Yeah, that's alright. I always feel bad buying up everything in Emerald, because I know Otto, like, tries to keep it stocked in case of emergency, so if I know I'm going somewhere else, I'll buy what I can. Elsewhere, just to save his supplies. So much dust and roads. My God. It's kind of useful that this horse got some red in her, because don't show up too bad, but my jacket, my pants, everything else looks ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
There we are.
Well, alright
Okay.
then. Well, where to, folks?
I don't know. Where do you wanna?
What do you want to shoot with that thing?
I suppose the shooting tree would be the best spot.
Alright.
Do they have ordinances out there?
No
I have
idea.
seen them once. I know one of them's don't, ride faster than lightning through town.
Well, that's an easy thing to oblige. Lightning goes
I
kind of
think-
quick.
I believe the actual warden is keep it to a trot, but
Oh, I see.
father would call this thing a half cannon. Supposing me it is.
I mean, you're not wrong. There's a lot of power behind a double-barreled shotgun.
Was the hunting excursion paid for the shotgun? I only killed any deer I saw. Saw other game like turkey and whatnot, but just didn't bother with it.
Is that shots?
They were hunting on our left. Nah, they were down in the field, love. I saw them.
One thing I really haven't quite got the hang of yet.
What's that?
Shooting and moving on the horse too much.
I've never actually had to shoot the repeater on the revolver on the horse. The repeater is I think a bit easier than the sidearm.
Just getting back to my days of being able to, I never had to do it on, well, faster than the red water in the other one, but still pretty accurate. Hey, you can shoot a little bit faster than that, can't you?
Oh, nope, not like that. I can't.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. Woo! I'm sorry, Ruben.
Alright.
It doesn't have much range. I might as well grab the other one.
Breaking
I
up
just wanted
things.
to hitch. I got the
Well.
lich field.
Oh, you got one of them as well?
Oh, hi. Hit from here. I have 8 shots in my... Oh, I thought you needed me off my horse.
No, sorry.
Yep, I do.
Oh, well. Let me get down.
What you look? Oh.
There you are.
Oh, thank you. That'll definitely help.
Yeah, I bought a little too many last time.
Alright, well that will keep everything. When we get back to town, I'll clean everything up, but...
Yeah, well, always buy gun oil and Rhodes or Blackwater as well. So expensive in Valentine.
Well, I think this if the store had somebody that would run it, their prices would probably be a bit more competitive, but unfortunately that's the thing they're lacking.
I thought it used to be run by the sheriff or something. The old sheriff. Or maybe the current sheriff? I just thought I used to remember a sign on the door saying...
Oliver owns the squeakies on the other side. You ever seen?
Could be imagining things.
It's owned by one of the deputies, but he's on a bit of a vacation, you know?
No, maybe it was a deputy sign on the door.
Yeah, he kind of signed a lease for it with his wife, and then they both went on a bit of a vacation, you know, over the holidays.
That'll do it.
Yeah. So, you know, that's why, you know, it's been a bit of a drag, you know, with ammo and guns.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Take time, but eventually, you know, you'll get used to being around.
Oh, aye. One thing is for sure, he does like to get up and go. Alright, well, you gotta slow down when you get down, love. Well, somebody's coming through the other side.
You know, you're probably the only one that thinks about that.
I might be the only one that thinks about it, but at least I'm thinking about it.
Yep.
You ever
Yeah, I'm
had
just-
some kind of violation for excessive speed or something to people riding through town, Ruben?
I mean, I've brought up the ordinance to the sheriff, but, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Fair enough. Well, I think I'm gonna try my luck at some hunting.
Alright.
Alright, well, good luck to you. Take it easy.
Yep, get enough money to pay off that damn horse. Figured I'd try up the hill.
Alright, good luck.
Hey, Mr. Jones, how you doing, friend? Happy Friday the 13th, buddy. Oh, are you Tarkoving at the moment, bro? what's it like? Reviews, please? Big and confusing kinda really sums up that Tarkov experience, don't it? Alright, alright. Hunting. Hunting. Deer is lucky. I ain't looking for deer. You, my friend, were not so lucky. You're exactly what I was looking for. You, buddy, were not so lucky, I'm afraid. Dang it, I still can't. I thought I might be able to, get antlers, but apparently not yet. Might as well cook this meat. Where's the raccoon? Damn it. Turkey, turkey, turkey. Unlucky. Thank you for your sacrifice, friend. Oh, that's nasty. Alright, let's go somewhere else. There's too much goddamn running around up here. I prefer to be able to just keep calm, sit down, and shoot something. No! I just sank the cart! Yo, PJ! Oh, the timing. I didn't realize how swift that river was. Oh no. Welcome Raiders, welcome. I'm no hands on account of the fact I play video games with no hands. Thank you so much for joining us. Those of you that are new here, !stuff in the chat will tell you a little bit about me and why I've got no hands, and !setup will show you the keys and keybinds I use to play all the video games I play. How y'all doing, friends? How was your stream, PJ? What did you stream? Were you having a fabulous time GTAing on TRP and Los Santos PD? October Creature, welcome by the way, if I didn't say that before. Oh my lord, I can't believe I sank the wagon. It's very cute. Oh, thank the Lord. I didn't lose everything. Whereabouts do you hail from, October creature? Right, I'm going back to my usual spot. Happy Friday the 13th, wherever you're at. Unlucky for some, but I quite like it, to be honest. Sorry. Coming through. I'm sorry. Wide wagon load coming on through here. How you doing, friend? I think that's a local? Oh my lord, miss. That sounds like you've got a story to tell, though. Is there a story? Do you have a story for us? Do you have story time to share? Please say yes. Oh no, misadventures are missed. That sounds a little concerning. Misadventures. Oh, that's brilliant, actually. Now it has to be a story time. Oh, there's the sound of them elk that we was hunting. I like it. I like it indeed. Oh yeah, we're gonna bang and crash, and always there's that goddamn rock. Oh yeah, there's always the ability of the toddler to cause chaos that you hadn't even envisioned. You hadn't even thought to think to prepare for. That's toddlers for you. Yes. Was it... Wait, was it blood? Was the jam blood? Oh dear. Every single time we hit that tree, by the way. Oh dear. Ow. One second, chat. Oh my lord, you tied... How much did they charge you for freeing you from your own chaos? Oh, that's a very kind hairdresser. Either that or you're a very good customer. Nick captions providing the content since ages ago. I don't think I want to know either what a girl steamer might be. Doesn't sound really all that healthy. Ah, Mr.
Hey.
Chenzo, fancy seeing you back up here.
Of course, of course.
How
Yes.
was the mine?
Ah, very enjoyable, but, oh, uh-oh.
Oh shit. Oh, that's alright.
Yeah, it happens sometime, you know. They
Alright.
trip.
Good luck.
But, yes, good luck to you as well, my friend.
Well, I'm back. Yeah, that horse had me worried for a second. It was not looking healthy, wealthy, and wise. skunk. Oh my gosh. Well, yes. Thank you for hanging out. Oh dear. Happy 13th, I guess. Honestly though, nurses really are a really superstitious lot, aren't they? Well, my friend, you stay safe. Mr. Jones and me, we tell each other fairy tales and I do believe, Mr. Jones and me. Oh yeah. Nope. Nope. Q-word is banned. In community health or just in... Oh, yep. Me and the danger noodle got real close. I almost died out here. Bit me on the fucking toes. I was puking and everything. Just charming, honestly. It was an experience. Definitely an experience. Stardust. Am I getting my days off? No, no days off. I'm sorry. I owe a nice lady a lot of money for a horse, and I don't want her to turn into a not nice lady. So I have to shoot all the shoots, pew all the pews. Oh yeah, I went and had dinner. It was tasty. It was salmon. And I came back. And now I'm here. Not crazy. You're alright. It happened. I did go. But I came back. Because I thought you might miss me. I know. Presumptuous of me. But a fella can hope, can't he? That's a rock. Every morning I wake up and there's like the hell do I do with a fish like that? Alright, my friend. Sleep well. Good luck tomorrow. I hope it's not Q-word day or a Q-word day. I'm not sure. Which do you prefer? So Stardust. Woo! Alright. Well, we might see you tomorrow evening then. Noit noit. Sleep tight. What time is it for you, Stardust? Are you up late? By your count? Or is this an early morning? Fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you for popping on in. Holy shit! I don't know which one of us just got more surprised. Oh, that wasn't the replay I thought was about to get, replayed, but it's a good one. Ow. Excuse me, last time some dickhead ram pushed me down a hill. But yeah, you're right, I need to be careful. I was literally shoved unceremoniously from behind by one of nature's bullies. Alright, my friend. I hope you have a fabulous sleep. Please take care, and we will see you, maybe tomorrow. Happy, Friday the 13th? Nighty night. Thank you for hanging out. So many goddamn turkeys everywhere. I think that's why they call it a turkey shoot when they go shooting all the turkeys. This little house is adorable for sure. Alright then, we're almost there. I reckon if we can get this load back to the town, we definitely have enough for the horse. Might even have some spending money after that too. Woo! Stacking up quick now, friends. Oh, there it is. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting big game. Sneaky, wascally big game. I think I just kicked a duck. Oh. Alright, chat. I think this is it. I think this is our horse paid off in full. Possibly in then some? Oh my gosh, this game is so pretty, chat. Chat, this is quite exciting. Somebody can do antlers. That's cute. Howdy. Well, there we go. There's 600. The horsey can be paid for. Now the horsey can definitely be paid for. Love the animation for jumping off the wagon. Like, so much enthusiasm for my job. Howdy. Oh, Mr. Chenzo. How was the
Hey.
expedition?
Ah, it is still expediting, as they say.
Well, alright then. Good luck with that. Alright, that's it. We have the money, folks. We can buy the horse whenever Miss Loxton is ready. Ooh, that was filthy. I'm filthy.
How are you doing?
Evening, mister.
Howdy. How you doing, friend?
You have a good evening.
You too, my friend.
there, mister.
So, how are you?
It's been better.
Evening, partner.
Howdy. Howdy.
Oh.
Chat, I'm pretty stoked we've got a decent way to make money now. If I really have to, I can just grind away at the hunting. It's fun too, it's actually super relaxing. Just out there with a rifle. Except when we don't get a kill shot and they suffer a little bit, that's kinda triggering. I don't like that part. There we go. Now, where are the cigarettes? There they are. Who in the hell was that fella? Why is he stopping me? Well, that was odd.
So,
Well then.
have a nice evening.
So,
Yeah.
well then.
Where'd that rider go, Frisco? Hmm? Alright, my friend. I think we turn in. What do you say? Come back. Wrestle up some more bad guys tomorrow. You don't go getting jet. Okay, that's charming. That's charming. I know I'm buying a new horse, but you're still my favorite. And you don't have to complain like that. Alright, Frisco? Alright. You rest well. Alright, I'm gonna take a bath and I'm gonna go to bed. I think that's fair. If y'all don't want to see this, look away now. Alright, there we go. Woo! Had me worried for a second I was gonna have to run to my room naked.
I had it on me earlier, I swear. I got this hole in my pants that caused me all manner of problems.
Oh, I know all about the hole in your pants, you goddamn degenerate.
Tomorrow, I promise.
Cowboy always sleeps with his boots on, chat. Don't you worry about that. Alright, my friends. Thank you so much for spending time with us again. We are doing well. Gonna be able to buy our first fancy horse very, very soon. So I'm very pleased about that. And other than that, yeah. I don't know if we'll make Marshall, but it's cool that we'll have a chance to spend some time as a deputy of Valentine, even if we don't make Marshall. Tomorrow, as usual, I will see you all. I hope you've had a fabulous, or are looking forward to a fabulous Friday the 13th. Thank you so much for spending some of it hanging out and watching me. Next week, we've got some more exciting things planned. Might be a bit of a short week. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And anyway, I will see you tomorrow. But definitely Monday as well. And probably Sunday, because Monday is the Marshall interview. So, I think we're streaming all of that. So do tune in. And I will see you all then. Alright, chat. Is anyone still online? Grumbles is, shall we go give Lawless, I think that's Lawless, the lawyer, a raid? Let me just check. Nope, he appears to be playing World of Warships. Let me check that's true. That's absolutely true. Right. Who have we got? Who have we got? Hope Blackwood, Jessica Cassidy. I don't know if we've watched this Jessica Cassidy person. Alright. Sabby Gamer. Sabby Gamer. Alright, we're gonna go give a little raid. Show some TRP love. And I'll see you all tomorrow. I love you. Good night again.